As long as you don't make me go splat, it's probably fine. Authorization error. Offline. Alright. Looks like we're back. Excellent. Hello and welcome to part 7 of our Mega Lite, I don't know, campaign, playthrough, stream series. Uh-oh, he's right in front of me. Gotta roll away from Shu there. That's dangerous. So Shu is in Remington's account, as he has been for a while. So, hanging out.
I'd bring you over.
I would not put it past you. Not one bit. So I noticed...
Shooting you might be one thing. Bring you over, I don't know.
Okay, well... At least it's good to know you have some limits in that... in that wild mind of yours. Alright, while we're here, might as well tidy up this just a little bit.
I don't like this map.
Dude, it's... Did you get hit already? Did you get hit?
It ran me and my car over.
You gotta stay away from the roads. Or from the trains. You're getting expensive now. Say what?
We still have a lot of pistols.
That's true. There's a lot of pistols. Alright. Jeez, I can't believe it. I invite you on to show everyone how awesome you are. And the first thing you do is get ran over.
It has been 10 minutes and I've been run over twice.
Twice. Well, that's what I'm telling you, man. These trains are hard.
Death World, you said?
It's not. This is a train world. Train world.
Yeah, Death World.
Death World's a slightly different one.
Death by train.
I say not much different for you, but for me it's a little different. Actually, let's go ahead and stay in our car here. So I'm going to make a quick... go ahead and move petroleum down to the...
You want to know what the status part is?
What is that?
I have it turned on so I know when the train's coming.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a mod out there that I was kind of considering where it's like train warning or something, like it flashes on the screen or something. I'm like, I don't need that. I can just look like an adult before I run across the railroad tracks. Should have known better. Should have known better. For sure.
Maybe reclaim my body.
No, I don't like eating all the fast food, but I do love it when my wife brings me a shake. Because they're delicious. Alright, well, for those of you who haven't figured it out yet, Shoemaker here from Technical_13 has joined us today. And it's going to be a fun one. Because Shu is sometimes skilled in the Artifactorio. And sometimes... I was about to say, sometimes skilled in the arts of getting ran over by Factorio. But it's all good in this neighborhood. I think I need a bigger...
You need a green tank.
What? You're not getting in a tank.
I'm gonna need a tank.
Yeah.
Apparently the trains are gonna run me and my car over. So I need a tank so if I get hit, I it goes flat.
Well, how about you just get a car or a plane, and you won't. You'll get a plane, and you won't. We'll get you a plane, and you'll fly over the trains. That's the other thing I was kind of thinking. It's like, well, we're not that far away from the planes, so. And after I discovered that the trains consider themselves, or the first plane anyway, considers itself to be a player's backpack, and you can use well, I knew you could use bots before, but I'm trying to think of the word. That is not what I want. I want these. Like robotic legs and non-vehicle based stuff. So because in Bob's mods he also has that stuff, but they're vehicle versions. Well, I guess the airplane mod guy didn't take that into account, and I guess it got coded in such a way where the first aircraft still is like old school vehicle grids, and the other ones after that are new school vehicle grids. So it took me a while to figure out that I can make that plane faster, not with the plane speed boost, but with magic legs. So I put the magic legs in and the plane goes faster, because that makes sense. I guess it runs across the air better that way. Alright, so I'm just doing a little bit of annoying maintenance work, grabbing some petroleum to take it down by the battery manufacturing. So now that Shu is here, we gotta get Shu some assignments. I'm trying to figure out where the easiest one is. I put him in charge of the raw resource trains, but apparently he's just gonna get ran over every 5 seconds. So maybe that's not the best choice. I don't know, Shu, tell me what you want to do.
I'm gonna work on that copper.
Alright, sweet. Perfect.
I just have to find where your miners and your poles and everything are.
Okay, so
Where is the mall?
I don't have a mall. That's part of the thing. It's a deconstructed everything. Because I don't want this area here. So, are you in the shitty little temporary base?
I am southwest corner, next to plastic.
Okay, so you're like a million years away. So up here in the shitty little temporary base.
Yep.
There you are. You have a few things. So what I will do is I will put some stuff on the map. So like approximately where I am is shitty little poles. Let's see.
I think I have a way to keep run over my trains.
I mean,
Like the train.
I suppose that's a thing.
If I'm in a train, I can't get run over by a train.
Well, you still can get hit. Just south of Science is some train stuff, like lights.
Why is there a red flashing sign?
A red flashing sign.
Yeah, it's a no electricity sign, or one of the LCN modules. It's like over by bricks.
I probably just don't have a power pole hooked up right. We do go throw a power pole on there if you're near it.
Power pole right there is 100 miles. Bad error.
Oh, we might be low on electricity now. Yeah, we're low on electricity again. I've got a bunch of solar and accumulators, so I'll work on that right away. And then
I'm
right.
just wondering one of the little red flashies. Flashy things bother me.
Okay.
I think Magic likes to hit pocket.
I cannot.
I haven't researched anything, man. What's up?
Everything is involving blue science, and I'm waiting on all the blue science stuff until I have the base set up the way I want. That's just how it is. You gotta defer that pleasure. Alright, so I put a bunch of stuff on the map for you. Maybe you'll be able to see it. So like, there's miners, here's lights. Obviously here's arms of various sorts, which I actually need to grab a bunch of. Let's see. Up here are some passive provider chests. Wires are up here. I don't know if you use a lot of circuits. I think you do. Circuit conditions.
I like to. I like to have a stack of 100.
So I usually do 200. So have at 'em. Over here's walls. I'm not really using a lot of walls right now because you can just kill the things and be done with it. What are you missing? Wooden. You're missing iron.
There's wood walls where.
There. Over. Keep looking at the map. Over here where I'm standing, there's more. By the iron. Also, right above there is the train tracks box, which is currently not in a passive provider because it's
grab
not.
some ammo. Probably don't need a couple thousand rounds.
Then like I said, you got an iron storage box right here. So you could just grab like some raw iron. And then I kind of just fill up right here on that kind of miscellaneous stuff.
I have no copper plates.
Request them or run over to the other side where the copper is being smelted. That was part of the problem, is the copper was way the hell over here. I didn't want to spin the belts to drag everything over here to make like a tiny little mini bus. So instead I just was like, F it, I'll just haul stuff around every once in a while when I need it. But it hasn't been that big of a deal so far.
Do you have red belts?
I don't. I don't yet. That's another thing that I want to get built. Is a superior belt mall-esque area. I for the first time today used Catherine the Sky's new mall with Witty, and I have to say some of it doesn't look bad. Some of it's not what I want, but some of it doesn't look bad. So
Why are we not making warehouses?
we are making warehouses. They're right. Oh, maybe we're not. We might be out of wooden boxes.
No, there's plenty of wood boxes there.
Out of steel, maybe? Or iron, I mean.
It's like iron.
Yeah, probably out of iron. Also, if you want them, there are grenades down in the science area.
Yeah, I don't bother with grenades.
Yeah.
I just don't avoid myself up. I'm really bad at that.
I'm not making other things, though, like a few other things. But yeah, I figure we can spaghetti all of this to your heart's content. Because ideally, I want this all dead. When it's all said and done. So spaghetti it, temporary workarounds, whatever you got to do to make it happy and go. So I'm gonna take these accumulators, and then I have a shit ton of oh my goodness, I cannot think of words today.
No words for you.
Solar panels being made. So I'm just gonna go out here somewhere. I was thinking kind of up by where the resources are. Like maybe start over here by this area, and just start laying down massive piles of solar panels. Solar panels, accumulators, the works up here, starting by this stone. I think. Alright. we're gonna need one of these bad boys. We need at least one of these bad boys. You may also need to turn back on construction bots. If you're like me, basically I just drive out to wherever I want to drive to and then have the robots get stuff started. They're getting to work down here, so I'll figure out the pattern I want to use for my logistics here. And then I want to make sure that there's room for a path. We might just start with the grid like that for now. Where'd the box? We'll just do that cute little 9x9 square with a 2 square space every other time. Should be fine. I think even Technical can't get himself ran over like that. Well, let's not get carried away. I'm sure if anyone can figure out a way. Now what we'll just do is we'll put a power pole like this basically on every one. That's not going to connect. Alright. Are you talking about red circuits? Are you in the base? Alright, there's some, should be right there. A little bit more to your west, or east.
See him. Figuring out if it's worth running the belt over or not.
Oh. Yeah, I can't help you there. In fact, I don't think I like this. Well, maybe it's still fine.
It's arms.
Oh no, that picks that up. Just haven't got those in there yet. That's all. Alright, so it looks like I need to grab a bunch of power poles. And it looks like we're already out of the accumulators that I brought, too. Wow, crazy. That's probably not that crazy.
Simulators, not many. You have solar panels.
They're way over on the far side. Like I said, I'm putting those together right now. Getting some solar together.
Which far side?
If you look, there's
I'm not the accumulators.
okay. So they're down in the train network. They're M solar in. Because they were, I figured they would be, I'd want enough of them that I would be better off just making them in the train network.
They in the logistics network?
They are not. You can request pretty much anything the base makes, but you can't request anything from the little starter area, but nothing from the network yet.
So, train station's cold. Hooked up to LTN.
Yes.
So I can request 25,000 solar now.
You could, except I don't think I have the outs from those yet.
Alright, so request. So are they in the LTN network or not?
I don't think they're ready to be provided to the LTN network, no.
Okay.
I think you'd have to drive over there and go get them. That's what I was trying to say. Probably inadequately before. Alright. And I'm going to grab a few construction bots. And drop this wood off. And I'm going to go grab some solar panels. And start putting some solar panels down.
Solar. Where are you? Solar in. Take me there. Why are you not adding it? Oh.
Vroom! Vroom!
I don't know where the solar panels are. My train is going to take me.
I'll take half of what's made.
What?
I said I'd take half of what's made in here.
What? Crap. Samius is in the car.
Yeah, I know where you are, though. I'm not going to run you over. Not you. Not a crazy person. Alright.
Taking them all.
Okay, so my plan for solar was to go up here by the... for the panels, is to fill up the dead areas in the raw network.
Okay.
So basically my thinking was like here, for example, up in the...
Are you making regular furnaces somewhere?
Which regular furnaces?
Tier 2...
The steel furnaces?
Yeah, ones that take coal.
Yes, steel furnaces are being made by the steel column. They're right below...
It's the closest train station.
Probably back to the temp coal inn. And then take the walking path until you get to where the iron is made, or the steel is made, and then go up to steel. It's one of those three. In fact, if you'd like, I can...
Your train system isn't bad, other than it doesn't have any safe crossing.
Well, that's one of the things that I wanted to get fixed. Let me see. Let me put... There you go. So... what I'm thinking about is you'll notice that I have the smelting and the science columns. Like if I were to make this a grid, right? And I would call where the Samius home train station and that temp bricks, and I called that that intersection 0. So like the positive side, 1 is where I kind of have the smelting set up at. And then I have basically a space, and what I was thinking that we could do is we can make that a vertical safe space, right, with safe crossings in there for driving. And then we could pick a spot somewhere for horizontal driving. But again, then I started thinking, should I really screw with all that shit? Because I'm gonna have planes like not very much longer.
Well, it'll be useful to make your trains go as quickly as they can. They'll find the path of... Even if the one on the track is locked because the train's waiting station, as long as you have additional sections on the upside, I'll just go around it.
Well, see, and that, remember I was talking about that too. That I would have liked to have come up with a slightly different plan for some of that. But I kind of started down this path before I thought about it, and then I was trying to figure out how I could make some conversions, you know?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I figured these are the kind of things that you excel in.
Where are arms?
What kind of arms? The arms are right next to the old science.
So nice.
I'm using the old science arms to like power the arm stuff. I put it on the map. Also, I think all the arms, except for... In fact, I think all the arms can be called to you by the logistics network.
Found them. I'm just gonna use blue arms.
Sounds good.
I want one stacker. Better take two.
When in doubt, grab one for your car. Well, maybe not your car.
You're right. I am gonna make a car. Cargo wagon.
I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at. Alright, let's see.
Can't have my solid fuel.
So I don't have like some master solar grid thing that I use. I just like having big black squares on my map. And then someplace else I like having big old piles of accumulators.
Dump those in there, dump those in... Oh, do we have turrets anywhere?
No. I've got 50 in my backpack that I've used occasionally. And I may have to go out and kill that base over to the west. But once we take a land, they're not going to regrow back because it's on train settings.
Okay.
So I figured really I probably don't need... Well, I take that back. I'm a liar. We do have turrets. Down in the science production.
I found 7 in one of the random chests.
Okay. Well, down in the science, science, I think. There's, yeah, there's military sciences set up in there.
Where's solid fuel being made at?
It is being made way...
I know it's being made because I picked up a stack from one of the yellow dump chests.
It's being made locally, way up by the oil. So I put it on the map. You do get to see my icons, right? When I put them on the map.
Yeah, I just have to like toggle behind it.
Okay. But yeah, it's
called Heat Oil Petro.
you won't be able to get there
Why?
because that's not on the smart network. That's on the dumb network. Connor smiles locally. I don't have a good way for the trains to cross without it breaking the network. Like I said, if I redid everything to have all the raw trains, and maybe this will be something that you could do, all the raw material trains to be turned into like 2x4s, and then we can change all of the other trains to just be 2x2s. So then they can never try to request the wrong size train. Speaking of, I'm out of regular shitty poles.
See if I can find a section that I can copy. Using grid.
I think... Give me a second.
Or do you have that in a blueprint book somewhere?
1 second. Let me see here. I can... Alright, so you want my square, right?
Is it a square
A square, and then I put that in what should be the shared maps, and then I have another one that I just stuck in there, but I'm not sure how accurate that is.
Okay, so there's the roundabout. 4 lanes, 1 to 4 train, is that what it's part of?
Oh shit, hang on. Sorry, there. How's that? Now does it show up in the game blueprints?
Yep, there it is.
Okay, I got some other stuff in here that I think these are probably yours. Yeah, they are.
So, put that back.
Alright. Alright, let's vroom back down here.
Oh, those tracks almost touch.
They do. Just because it was an easy way to make those 2 train stations work together. I'm not real happy with the raw train to LTN network. I would like them to... I'd like them to be the same network, and the only way I can think of to do it, from what I've read, is you can't isolate 2 LTN networks. And I don't...
Still not sure exactly why you'd want to.
So, I want there to be an area that I just go and dump all the raw resources into it. Which is what I'm currently calling that deep storage. Right? So you'll notice that I have like a bunch of warehouses set up for iron and a bunch set up for coal. But I can't quite keep up with the copper demand because you just need so much copper once you kind of get to a happy place with iron. So I would like to be able to just like dump massive quantities of shit somewhere.
You didn't grab any rails, any rail segments. Also didn't grab any biners, combinators, whatever you want to call them.
I don't have the constant accumulators and the arithmetic accumulators built anywhere, I don't think.
That's okay.
I could be full of crap.
I need to come back from rail signal anyway. Which I saw over here on the other side of the science somewhere. There.
I'm gonna go throw a bunch of wood into the
You throw that wood.
please make me wooden power poles pile.
So not making later pointing copper cables. I'm guessing you're not making copper cables for personal use anywhere.
Copper cables?
Yep.
No. But you could, like, I'm building.
What could I? I'm already doing it.
What do you want regular copper cables for?
I use them for disconnecting wires,
Okay.
and I use them for making accumulators.
Alright, it makes sense. I just usually don't, I just usually have raw copper for that. But I suppose I do have 27 copper cables, so, in my backpack randomly right now. But I believe most of that is from working in the red. Alright, I'm going to finish getting this batch of solar panels put down. And then I'm going to get back to work on what'll hopefully eventually be science pretty soon. Alright, I think that is a quick 500 solar panels. Now providing a juicy 31 megawatts. I'm not sure how much the accumulators are actually charging right now, though. There are less accumulators than I thought.
Grab a couple red cards.
Looks like they can hold 5 megajoules. That must be a piece, though. Oh, accumulator charge 2.4 gigajoules, so we should probably be able to make it through the night with our current power supplies. Oh, looks like we had a train accident here.
I don't know anything about it.
Looks like somebody ran into a back of a fuel tanker full of probably petroleum.
Hey.
Alright. So let's see. We now have reds being made. We have solar panels doing their thing. Sitting over here. Jamming. Looks like they need green. Looks like greens are having an... Why are you in here? You're not supposed to be in here. Looks like something didn't unload where it was supposed to. There we go. Let's manually just jump these back where they belong.
Manually driving train network sucks.
It does, it does. Well, the other thing we could do
Crash.
is, I mean, we could definitely crash, is we could turn the, instead of doing the name of the station, we could do a grid location. And then you'd be able to tell it, you know, you're driving the grid location. I don't know. I wish I would have thought this a little bit more through when it came to that placement. Why do I have the feeling I'm going to look at the science and they're going to try taking copper out of the science again? Nope, there's none of that. What is... Where are my trains stuck now, then? They are stuck in this center column. See, so I'm getting a lot of this. And maybe this is something that... I may have already damaged it too much to matter. But like this train right here is trying really hard to go... And of course this train decided to pull up here too. Alright, does that fix everything? Or is this train not going to go? Because that wants to go through here as well. Don't put a thing there, it'll try to crash into the back of it. So now why is it not going? It should be fine. Alright, there it all goes again. Oh, Steiner says, what am I up tonight? Alright, is this all working again now? Yeah, sometimes it's this intersection right here that causes me the most problems. And I don't have a good way to prevent that. Alright. So I'm going to go start engines. Which I believe I've assigned to this quadrant. I think I do. I think this train network, this one-to-one and roundabouts, is fine until you have more than like 5 trains. I think there's a number of trains to it that it becomes unstable. This system, and that's a me fault. 100% a me fault. I should have grabbed doodads out of here, and I didn't. Alright, and also I forgot to grab some LTN stops. Yeah, there are none in here. Alright, so we'll slap down our constant accumulator and look and see what it takes to make engines. Regular engines. Steel, iron gears, and pipes. So this is one of the numerous questions I've asked myself, and I'm not sure what the answer is. Should I make, over in the iron goods area, should I also build a train station, or an area that makes iron gears and iron pipes, and just put them over there? Currently I do not, but I really wonder if it would be worth it to just be able to say, I'm not going to worry about it, just bring me the parts. Let's see, that's already got a thing. So one on here and here, I believe. Connor says yes. It would be worth it. Can you... I don't necessarily disagree with you. I need an argument telling me that that is correct. Which is why I keep bouncing back and forth. Because, like, I could easily do it. I could easily tell it to go make, like, 10,000 copper pipes, 10,000 iron pipes, and just stick them in a different train station for delivery down by the iron goods. And I could do it no problem. I can do it right now. But I'm not sure there's a good argument for that. Shu, do you have an argument?
What am I arguing?
To either put pipes and iron gear wheels into the LTN train network or not? Hey, Shuffler though, Schuler for the Folf. Hey man, thanks. Cheer for you too, buddy. I appreciate it. I can't seem to get your name right today, but cheers. Skylar, thank you. Shit, I remember now. Yeah, we talked about that, right? I remember talking about it with you. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know exactly
what I'm asking?
What your train network goals were, so it's going to take me a little while of playing with it to figure it out.
Someday, I would like to have... Ideally, I'd like to have everything be powered by the train networks. Basically. There we go. Now it went away. Go away. Go away. Go away.
There we go.
Let's see. The train tracks are...
So the two train track networks are now connected.
Okay.
However, the trains never naturally go that way on their own.
That is fine because they're not LTN train network stops.
What I did is I just put a piece of track in between them, a single-legged track that goes both ways.
Right.
And I put rail signals on it that are always set red, so they can never go that way on their own. When you get there, if you want to go that way, you'll have to put it in manual and just drive that little section. Take the rest of the way.
Okay.
But they will never go there by themselves.
Sounds good to me. As for other things, basically just... We had some rough migraines this last week, and kind of got that fixed now, so we're in good shape. Oh, I know what else I should make Shu do. Maybe that'll have to wait till a little bit later. Alright, so we're going to call this Iron Goods Out 2. What is your name? Yeah, P Iron Goods. That's what I thought. P Iron Goods. I just didn't see it. P Iron Goods 2. Okay. And it feeds from this side to this side, so we will... If this doesn't work out, we're gonna blame Connor. Apparently this is not where we wanted that, Connor. Why you always leading me astray?
You're dumb people, man.
I don't know. I was on the fence about doing this. I think part of the reasoning for me was, did I really want even more junk available to the train network that I only use some of the time? But if the answer is yes, then by golly, we're gonna do it. This, but I think this needs to be even more. 10,000. Avoid the trains like a responsible adult. We'll take off of here. Let's see. In. Out.
What is your naming convention? What's up with the M and the P?
So M is for manufacturing, meaning basically this first stage bringing stuff in, and P is is processed. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the factory look like right now? Scroll, scroll, scroll. It looks like this. So this is a new one I started last week, I think. Maybe the week before, but I think last week. And we're not using angels and we're not using bobs. We have a slightly smaller, mostly quality of life mod pack. With like LTN and airplanes and a few other things that I like. What is this blinking? Things that Shu necessarily doesn't care for very much. And so yeah, that's the basic plan. The general flow, the workflow is raw materials get processed up here and stored in this deep storage zone, and then there's a release into the LTN network up here by that, and then the LTN network hauls it down to where it needs to go to be processed, and the LTN network trains kind of runs everything. That's the theory. I don't know if it's going to hold up. Alright, was that... I think this will work.
Okay, so if you're on the train and you want to cross the networks, say your destination is LTN connector.
Okay.
It will take you right there, and then you can switch it to manual mode, drive through.
Okay. Sounds good to me, Hoss.
Then once you get through, you can know where you want to go. Okay.
Alright, so we're going to take 2 lines of iron out. We're going to set the first one right here. I'm going to take the second one right here. We do bottoms? We did bottoms. We'll continue to do bottoms. Be consistent, Samus. Even if you're wrong, be consistent. And then technically I put a thing here, but that is this. Oh, it didn't. Excellent. Alright. Is everybody good? We're missing some of these. Wow, that seems unnecessary. What are you going to complain about next? Arms? Okay. Arms, fine. I can live with you complaining about arms. Alright. So, poof, poof, poof. Copy. Paste. Paste.
That's one. And put them in my cargo wagon.
Alright, so we should be getting... we don't get ran over. The bottom one is currently pipes, so we're gonna copy that to there and change you to pipes. And change you from to 5,000. So we do have a little bit more frame loss hosting Shu on this network than we did earlier, but it's not a ton. Shu did mention that he was getting a couple of minutes of lag watching earlier, so it might just be that time of day where Cox is going to try to F me.
And you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I am. Alright, we're gonna try some of these power poles that Shu likes.
I out of rails already? Really?
Don't you mean raily?
Railway? Alright, we get about 1,000 more rails.
Okay, we don't need this one.
Temple in. Hey, Titan!
What's up?
That's right. I'm gonna call Titan out. I'm that kind of jerk.
Go ahead. I call
I don't
everybody.
call out most people, but Titan. Good for it.
I call everybody out if I see him.
Some people like to pop into work and don't like to be called them. You know?
Alright, so they should just sit here and quietly grind away all those mats.
Put together another cargo wagon just to hold all the tracks.
Oh yeah, this doesn't work on this one, does it? Nay.
I wonder when Titan's gonna join us in Factorio.
That's the question of our time, isn't it? Alright, so we're slowly but surely getting those things in here. So why isn't this working? This is set up to be the 0. This is set up to be the 1. there's no train station here, or Bob here as well. It's gotta be green there. And we will set request threshold of 1,000. No, not request, a provider threshold of 1,000. So why isn't this...
Lights anywhere?
I don't think so. Over where that solar is, solar in, we should make the lights over there. We should make the lights over there, because solar, lights, they're together. They're connected. Or you can...
I usually make the lights right next to the poles,
well,
and I just have them bed and use light poles instead of...
Well, and that's what I was going to say. You could also make the... Because the steel and the copper over there, so you could also make your poles. So the only thing that's not already over there is iron, and there's already some over there because of screw-ups. So you should be able to make everything you need for your lighted poles over there. Was my thinking. Alright, so let's look at this piece of ass again. Why are you jacking up? So we're going to negify the contents of this chest, right? The one we go into. Oh, I know what's wrong. I bet this didn't get plugged in. No? That pole is showing a positive number, so it did not go from here to there.
Is that Titan that found us in Discord?
I don't know. I don't hear Titan. The shit. Why is this not working? Done these hundreds of times now. There it went. Guess I just didn't get that last wire connected right. Oh, I have him on mute. Or he's got himself on mute.
He's got himself on me.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I muted him last time he was in and he left before I could unmute him. But he's a moderator, he should be able to unmute himself. So.
Alright. So we're now providing a bunch of stuff to the network there. I'm now breaking all my stuff. Trying to make sure I don't get ran over by a car, or by a train car.
Hi, Tight. Hey, you. You know you're a server moderator yourself, right?
He just likes being quiet. Where am I?
Yelled at me.
Yeah, it's down here. Did you not deliver any steel down here yet? This makes no sense.
My dad's Wi-Fi.
Alright, so I'm looking for delivery to
4,800 rails should be enough.
manufacture engines. Hope that's close to engines.
So, you real Lite earlier?
I was testing mobile streaming.
For all the people who want to check out Shoe on the Go.
Oh, I was thinking of doing some streaming of geocaching. Maybe.
Alright, let's set our request threshold to 1,000.
I don't know, I might go out of here and
Train's stuck again? No. They came over and delivered a bunch of crap to the wrong station. Why are you blinking?
Do it.
I also noticed that Ethernet is 1 gigabyte speed.
1 gigabyte or 1 gigabit?
1 gigabit. No, it's 1 gigabyte. Not it.
So hopefully I need to figure out some process for if it times out and goes to the depot, it empties. Like the depot should always make sure that the trains are empty before they go out again. Understand. Oh shit. Well, I'm sure running into the LTN train network is probably good for it. Let them know that they're being bad and they need a spanking. How much iron is actually in here? More than it should be, that's for damn sure. And you're full. Why are you still requesting more? You're at 40k. Oh, this line got severed somehow. Oh, okay. Well, that explains why that's been broken this whole time. I totally spaced out the fact that I cut that line and reposted down that this is not supposed to go from here to here. The values of this train station don't matter as much as the values of these do. Okay.
So this is a full world?
No, it's a coastal world. It's just it's train world, so they won't regrow once you kill them. I've found that I really like the train world settings because they still have the biters there and they still can kill you, but they can't regrow. And I think the regrowing is the part that bothers me. I spend a lot of time going, man, didn't I just kill you? They're like, hardy har, yeah you did. But we're back. Alright, so electric engines. Or regular engines. Then I gotta figure out how I want to get electric engines down here too. I'm not 100% on that. Although I guess the nice thing is I can always just request a bunch of gears if I... get in trouble. And then not that many of these lighted poles, so let's make a bunch of those. So I dig the idea. I don't know if I dig the poles, but I dig the idea. Alright, so there is our pattern. It should be pretty easy to get those 3 lines to populate. And technically I'd like this middle line to be pipes. And I don't really think I need a full line on any of these. Alright, that's enough of these for now. Because I'm gonna need some more of these. Alright, so you're gonna be pipes. You're gonna be, I guess, gears, because you're already there. Which means this next one is gonna be iron. Or steel, sorry. And then I clear out this junker. The problem is that like that. Okay, so I need this one to be pipes. This one can be whatever. Which doesn't work very well. Okay, so that's all hooked up. So we should be able to basically go here to here. Subtract this and that. We might have a little bit of cleanup to do. We don't do shit small around here. Alright, what do we need? I need more iron plates. Can do. Oh, maybe not. Didn't something screw up and deliver iron plates somewhere that shouldn't? Oh, we can go grab some from there, though, or there. That's fine. Okay. Oh, none of this column has power yet, right? No. There we go. And then... Oh, my passive provider chest got left somewhere. Or my storage chest. Wonder where I left that at. Oops to do. Let's see, what else do we probably need? We probably need more of these. Definitely more arms.
So, this copper, this was going to be raw, so it's going to be old dummy-style train stock, not an LTN?
That was my plan, for it not to be an LTN, but... because otherwise it'll just try to generate stuff there and not be able to go. But if we, and this is whether or not you feel like taking on the task, if we convert them to a not 2x2 train, we can define this train characteristics to be like 2 and 3. And then we don't have to physically change the station. Or we could say, like, we could do like a leading train, 2 cars, and a trailing train. I don't know how well that works, though. Am I making sense? Here, let me finish this real fast, and I will come up there and explain what I'm trying to say, or at least attempt to demonstrate a little bit.
I'm just going to set it up with a regular train station now. We can figure it out later.
Okay. That does work for me.
I just want to get everything created.
So, here, maybe if you slide down a constant accumulator, right? And if you look at signals, that little $sign, one of the things that are in there are encoded positions of locomotives, as well as minimum train length and maximum train length. So you can set that. set those up in there.
All.
Huh?
I'm not looking at one at all.
Okay, well, all I do is look at your sign. Look at your signs.
Look at it later. It didn't produce. Don't worry about that after.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because that way you could, if you wanted to, you could make the train stations 4 storage trains and 4 cargo trains instead of the way I've got them set up now. But it's up to you. Or like I said, you could leave them dummy or pseudo dummy. Oh, I did put robots in this, right? Please go do the job. I don't understand why my robots are even still working. Okay, you guys need more gears? Well, fortunately, there are more gears right here. What else are we missing? A bunch of long arm inserters. Whoa! That's crazy. So I know we have more greens. More green circuits. And then if you're up for it, I have another complicated task for you that I didn't think through very well.
What's that?
Eventually we're going to need to transfer lubricant from into the LTN system. My problem was I wasn't real sure if I'd be able to even recycle cargo wagons. Turns out that was an unnecessary fear. As long as it empties, which was my problem. But I'm not real sure what would be a good way output to now I don't have any of my robots at all now. Give me some robots. Yeah, I must have left a construction putting together something in the middle of it and left all my robots laying around. Probably over there in the reds. Is what?
Is Domino's trying to compete with someone? They're saying buy one pizza, get one free.
No, Domino's never competes with anybody. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, there's Pizza Hut.
There's what?
Pizza Hut?
What's that?
Another pizza delivery place?
You know, for Shu, there's only one.
No, delivery? It's DiGiorno.
Shu.
Why?
Alright. So let's put a cap on this at, say, I don't know what these are stacking to. They're stacking to 50, so we can say, as long as it's less than 5,000, because then that will stack 5,000 in this one and 5,000 in that one. Or we could link them both together and say 10,000, but if we do that, then this will get broken. So I'd rather just have them do the math off of this one. Alright, so now we have engines, we have red circuits. Now we just need to have green or electric engines made, or not electric engines, electric miners. And for that, I was kind of thinking about building that up here in the solar panel area because it's already got iron. So it would not take that much more work for me to request the other parts. However, a miner is just iron and electronic circuits. So we could request those to the bottom as well. But I think since we're already requesting electric circuits at the top here, and there is iron, so we could tell it to bring us 5,000 iron, I guess. I guess we already have it bringing us 5,000 iron. I'm stupid. So we could say bring us 2,000 iron gear wheels, and then we have everything we need to make electric miners over here. And that output seemed to work reasonably well, so we'll just slap it back down again. I guess we'll make another LTN stop in our backpack. I guess we're out of poles. Turn most of them into lighted poles. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, we have room for materials for one more. Again, I don't understand this desire to make green circuits when there's green circuits every bloody where. Alright. Those are now powered. We go ahead and grab a little bit of iron to make sure that we're covered. I feel like we're going to need to make a few more of these poles. Okay. So there's no practical difference, right, between a electric engine and an electric mining drill. Just the difference of materials. So the big one is iron. So that needs to go in one of the ones that's close, which means also we probably need to shift these to here. So we're make this iron, make this iron, and because it is a bear, we need to make sure that we probably grab iron on its own, or you know what, we can just use a red for that iron. Okay, iron. Okay, and then gear wheels. one. For the gear wheels.
Have auto trash yet?
I think it requires green or blue science. And then we'll go ahead and we'll risk just grabbing green circuits from here. The problem with doing that, oh no, we gotta go at least one more down, right? Yeah, we have to go at least one more down. Actually, two more down.
Yeah, it requires plants.
I'm almost there. And I get this being manufactured and sent out to the network, and we will have switch that to greens before it messes something up. Clear that out. And I think what I want to do is I want to make the first couple shoes lighted poles. I want to alternate. Because I don't have...
using substations anywhere, are we?
Requires other science.
Oh, we don't even have substation.
Nope. That should be set up for every other one using the other poles. And then we'll do power like there.
We have roboports being manufactured?
No. I basically made 5 and I'm just picking them back up when I'm done. Like clearing an area. That's basically all I'm using them for, is clear an area and put them back. What is this? Did you already try to put something there, and that's why it's... Alright, we need more of these for sure. Oh, we're out of... Wow, that's kind of a shock. Out of belts. Where's the car? Left it over here.
Hey.
Yes.
Is there any specific place where the rares from Kamogawa would be outside of the rare binder for the modern stuff?
You can check this box first. Then you can check this stuff behind me. In here. And then probably one of these boxes down on the floor is full of good stuff that Riley didn't finish getting through.
Alright.
Because there was a big pile of stuff on my old desk, and when we had to move to set things up in here, it just got put in a good stuff box.
Alright.
But no, which is why I told Nathan that I could not make any promises on any of this stuff unless he wants to come over and look through things, because having you look through stuff is going to be like pulling teeth.
That's pretty much it.
But those cards are like $25 a piece or something, I think he said.
Doesn't surprise me.
Or maybe more.
It's a 2-mana regrow effect. Can't really go wrong with it.
It's all Rummy's fault. All I'm saying.
It's
It
probably
always
true.
is.
It's reasonably true.
I'll have to do it later, but we'll do it.
But I had pulled them aside for me because I had started to build that deck too. So, like I said, it could be in here. It could be in the Mardu Good stuff upstairs. It could be in...
Alright, so, but you know for sure that we have them.
Yes, one, I played them in Standard. And two, I had 3 decks, I think, that used them.
Okay.
Because I made the Kakusho deck in Standard that I played forever.
I remember Gagusha.
And then there's a couple other decks. So, yes, I know we have them.
Okay.
I would
It's a
start...
start.
Although I just went through these things. I think if I would have saw them, I would have pulled them. I literally just went through all those cards. But
Alright then. I'll check down here then.
okay, if you're gonna look through those, you probably want to start with this box. Maybe that box. Us. Riley never got to that box there. So God knows what it's full of. But he asked me too. He goes, "Are you sure you have them?" I'm pretty sure I have them.
I mean, you sound pretty confident. Not entirely sure why, but...
Again, I played them. I loved that card. I bought a bunch of them.
Okay. But a Jeep back then?
Yes. They weren't very good.
Alright. Oh, there's a bunch of school names right here. Independence.
So I'm saying a lot of that random good stuff just got... What the hell? Randomly put there.
That seems cool.
That's insane!
It is insane.
What's insane?
I don't know. He heard you say that's cool.
Okay.
And that's what he does.
Oh, alright.
That's who he is as a person.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm that jerk.
I wouldn't call that a jerk.
Alright, so right here, let's make sure there is... again, we're using this box, so let's say 2,000 of those. We need, I think, a couple of these, right? That guy!
Dude, Robert Fly is sweet.
Wow, I can't believe I ran out of gear wheels. Crazy. Alright, boom 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 ba-doom. Alright, so why are you not working? What are you missing now? You are missing iron?
Destroy any card in play.
So why is iron not successfully here? Is a question. Iron should probably be here.
The bugs ate it.
Is it trying to get iron out of science? Is that what it's trying to do? No, it's still trying to get... Goddamn. You're only do not understand why that station in particular continuously tries to provide and request. That is a request only station. Shit villain? Oh. I'm intrigued by your villainhood now. Well, tell me more. Are you like this jogger in Colorado who runs around and poops?
Why does that have to be Colorado?
That's
like the neighborhood.
where she happens to be. Yeah, apparently she's driving around pooping in neighborhoods.
That's scandalous.
Yeah, while she's jogging.
She does it while she's jogging?
She takes a jog. She knows she's gonna poop. So she brings a bunch of wipes and stuff and takes care of business.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But I guess because she's doing it on the streets. Like, apparently some mom's little kids ran in and was like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, a woman's taking a poop on the corner." And so apparently they've caught her in the act a couple of times. But I guess they don't know who she is, and she continuously does it. But they're like, there's a park literally across the street right there where she does this. She could easily walk over to a porta potty, but yet she refuses to use the porta potty and continues to poop in the middle of in the neighborhood, out in the public view. I'm like, hey man, we each have our freaks on, I guess. All right, let's
go.
1,000. 1,000. What else do we need for... We got everything else we need for yellow science, right? So that should be it. We should have purple science or blue science as soon as we get our deliveries. Now I just got to figure out a good way to get them out. Because I guess I have 3 slots. 3 slots. So red circuits, electric engines, and electric mining drills. We can go... I just happened to see the news article today, that's all. This isn't my normal preferred version of news. I'm not like all in on poop news or anything.
And this stuff next?
Yeah, that whole giant box
Alright.
is what I'm saying.
You better be grateful if I find that.
Like I said, I'm really surprised he talked you into it at all, to be honest.
He really didn't. I just had nothing to do and he asked me and I was like, fine, he's asked me enough.
Like he's trying to get Riley to come over and do it. He's like, Riley, I need you to go do this thing. That's... Or copper plate is what we're missing? I think we can figure out a way to get some copper plate in our hands. hate you, trains. What are you doing? Are you trying to deliver copper? There's already enough copper.
What is this random pile of...
It means 5,000 copper. There's way more copper than that. There's more than enough copper. Plus I got this 27,000 copper sitting over here trying to get in.
Maybe you have a little too much copper.
I'm just going to take copper off of here and see if it stops showing up.
Maybe you should start selling it to the bugs.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Sell my copper to the bugs, my excess copper. I can just give it to them in the form of rounds.
That could also work, but then you don't get any money to buy more things.
Yeah, see, it's trying to take copper from here, which doesn't work. It doesn't do that. It's not that kind of train stop. I don't understand why it keeps trying to come from here. Also, provide threshold 1. No, make it huge. Make it 1 million. So now it can't ever provide there. Is that the solution? We set a huge provide threshold. Again, here it is. We really would like to have some copper for that for greens. No! Go get copper from the copper station. No station supplying copper plate found. Alright, so there's something wrong with the copper station. It's empty. That's what's wrong with it.
I'm working on it.
Well, I've got 27,000 down here that's not doing anything, so I will move some. Look at me, Ma. I'm a logistics robot.
Nothing wrong with the logistic robot. All I'm gonna say.
Look at me. I majored in logistic robot school. I have a skill that I can fall back onto now. I can always deliver copper plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7,000 of them at a time. That's a lot of copper plates.
Did the course sets ever take place in the plates?
Yes. Core sets used to take place on Demiria, which is where we're going back to. Very soon.
Okay.
Demiria. Domineria.
Domineria?
Domineria? I don't know, it's got a weird name.
Domineer Matrix?
Domineer Matrix.
Sounds like a video game.
Alright, there we go. I just moved a large amount of copper. Do I need to move some more copper? How much copper is in there? 14 million, or 14,000. I'll move some more of this.
Did you move the copper, or did the copper move you?
I moved the copper. See? Whoa! Woo! I could have pulled a Titan there. Or a technical.
Burn the cookies?
I could have pulled... Maybe. Woo! I could have been El Squished-O'd.
Oh, what a go!
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, could have been the El Squished. That'd have been uncool. Uncool, son. Now, the real problem is if we go through that box, we should do some sort of vague organization to it. Like, at least know what's in it.
Don't make me do it.
At least know what's in it.
Don't make me do it.
Have some vague idea.
No, I don't wanna. Oh. And little portfolios. Never mind, I'm a liar.
It's like a portfolio full of magic cards, right?
No. It's notebook.
There's no...
Notebook and folders.
There's no magic cards in that?
Not yet.
Where's that? Oh, maybe it's this box of magic cards?
What are you trying to do to me here? Yeah, nope. Just all books and comics. Not even the good kinds of books and comics.
Maybe he did get through that then. Uh-oh, that's not good.
We got through it?
I don't know. Look through that.
Yep.
And then the answer starts to become questionable. You yelling for me?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Just wondering if you're having some videos.
Oh, maybe this box for me. Sorry, right here. This brown box?
Oh, okay. I'll go through that after this.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a quick ad for myself here.
Addy.
Did you create your own commercial and everything?
I'm making a commercial right now. The top of my head. This month is like half price shit month, basically.
Free.
Yes, you could take a poo for free, or bear with
Only
me,
Colorado.
or you can for $2.50 you can take a poo with me here on the Twitch stream. No, it's half price September, right? So if you sub, it's only going to cost you half price. All right, so we should start seeing the engines come in. I'm assuming we have at least 1,000. Yeah, we got 3,000 electric engine units up there. We're a little short still on... Oh yeah, because these are only sucking from there. Damn it, see that's the problem. I can't... Alright, let's go ahead and play Logistics Robot a little bit more.
Get some more miners, bells, arms.
There's another mod I was thinking about grabbing, technical. I didn't know if you would be on board with or like it or sound interesting. It's called First One's Free. Have you heard of this before?
What?
The idea is that the first new item that you take, that you pick up, every basically any item that you pick up, it gives you one free space. So your first stack in your backpack is free for any item that you pick up. So it's kind of like an expandable inventory in the sense that, you know, if you have a million things, like I think it would really be good in Angels mods, where you like wander along and you accidentally pick up 10,000 like geode crystal things, you know? Like there's, oh, here's a geode crystal, oh, here's a geode crystal, oh, here's another geode crystal, and I just, Alright, let's see. I think I can just do this. I guess I have to pull this one. Alright. That one sounded good, but I think it could be equally broken as just like having a massively huge inventory space. I don't know.
Could be broken.
Well, it could be even worse than that, right? Like, if everything you do gives you a new... Anything you pick up gives you a new space. Could be even worse. Alright, so how many's in this one? 5,000? Didn't look like 5,000. Not a very big 5,000 there. Well, I guess they stack in stacks of 200, huh? Okay, so that makes sense. Ooh, we got our first engine delivery. So now we're just waiting on that first delivery of electric miners.
Doesn't look like we're making any progress on advanced aerodynamics.
So that's just the reserves that we had from before.
So,
and it'll be going in literally just... We're almost there. I swear to you. We should have a call well, okay. Very quickly. I think we're having a copper issue.
Here, let's switch it to bullet damage. Let's do something while we wait.
Okay.
Tribal artifact. Okay.
Alright.
Here, body. Clear some stuff out of my inventory.
Skylar says it'd be kind of OP for me. I have a mod that increases the stack sizes, which is like the other side of the idea involving inventory space. Combining the two might be, yeah, probably pretty crazy. Hey, if you see cold snap stuff in there,
What does that mean?
specifically that zero casting cost artifact, Mishra's Bauble, I think
Yeah, that's the thing.
we need to grab those. Why they're still $50? They're on the reprint list.
Got it.
Just if you happen to see some.
Well, I just went through a pile full of artifacts. Half of them are upside down, so
Okay.
I'll go through them again then.
I said we need to just keep an eye out for general good stuff that we're looking for in general
Alright.
when we go through that box. Because I know it's full of random good stuff. Oh, don't hit me. Whew. Don't hit me again. Alright, Shu. Here it is. Blue Science is about to take off.
Literally?
It's... Oh. Okay, almost. Some idiot forgot to put arms accessing the bits. I don't want to name any names to protect myself, but this guy's a real bad Factorio player.
At a welding jar.
I know him. I know that. I know that guy.
That guy is just real bad. Thinks he knows what he's doing, but actually, at the end of the day, doesn't always put the bits on.
I found an M11 ornithopter in here, randomly.
Alright.
Poultice.
So, these things manufacture at a rate of 12 seconds, which means I should have 12 of these. Grown. Alright, so let's grab from here to there. 4, 8, 10, 12.
Yo.
Dishes need done.
Okay.
Just like that time the mom shot the babysitter.
No.
With it, bang! The dishes are done, man.
Washing machine. Wash them.
I tried, son.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's a movie. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Okay.
You're eating yourself.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm old.
Kids
You're
don't
old.
understand such things. I'm not old. Don't look at me. Alright.
I got testicle hairs younger than you, you old man.
I'm like 40-ish.
Mm-hmm. Alright. How am I gonna make this mess happen?
Steel plates, gear wheels, and
Oh my god, this Shu would be so proud of this spaghetti mess that I'm making right now. Oh my goodness. Yes. I'm putting this together and I'm cringing.
excellent.
Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, so yes, I can definitely get rid of this.
Tell you what, the portable solar panels suck.
Okay. Oh, from the robots?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not real great.
They can't keep the single battery charged. Robots using recharging trying to work on.
I mean, don't be afraid to
Samius.
well, I was gonna say pick up robots.
So your temp coal in, put a roboport next to it, connect it into the network. So I can request to get rid of things from train
Okay.
without having to run back to the boxes.
Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah.
Let's see. Yellow arms takes 200. Blue arms take 50. Balls 100. Miners take 100. What else did I need? Belts.
Okay, so
You
right
have
now,
500 belts.
wait, this is set up. These are unnecessary. So we'll just come up to about here and drop some off. And we'll those down. Man, I have to say, I was super patient, and it's very awesome to see this run now. I don't think I necessarily have enough science to keep all these stations running, but my feeling is that if I need to, I'll cut out this section of train and just expand it and move it lengthways. Oh, it's beautiful. Almost all the science can run. Almost. It's super close. Why aren't these running? Oh, because I accidentally stole a whole bunch of bits? No? Oh, you just can't unload. Because that guy didn't give you enough bits to unload your parts. What a jerk. Alright, so how many... We have 22 producing blue signs. No, I'm making them by hand still. Basically, if there's something that would be nice for you to have in the network, I'm probably making them by hand.
If you want it, you can't have it.
That's pretty much it right now. The general rule of thumb. I spent everything just trying to get the science running.
If you need it, you probably got some.
Did you switch science and I just missed it? Oh, I'm switching the cargo plane. It's gonna be so nice.
Yep.
Man, now we got the science going, I don't even know what I want to do.
Make
I'm
tiny
gonna do
robots.
another trash.
With the plane. But
Make
my
your
plane, Shu.
Make your tiny robots drive the plane.
That's so plain.
Ah, my plane! That's all I wanted to do is get my bloody plane running.
Why is your plane bloody?
Because it uses it to kill biters. And I fly real low.
Make contact.
That's right. I'm just watching it now. Just watching the science run.
I have no available logistic robots.
845
of them are...
What do you have them doing?
Told you. I'm lazy. I don't want to get out of the train.
Oh.
So they're bringing me 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 12,
Well,
1,400 items.
I'm glad you're gonna break that base, because I don't give an S about that base. Jeez.
We work on robot capacity size and speed.
No! I'm gonna get my damn train. Or my plane. Train, planes, and automobiles. It's choo-choo chime. Whoa! Speaking of choo-choo chime, why is there still... Is there room for...
Make plane go faster.
Not the first plane, ironically. All the second planes, it'll go faster, but not the first plane. No!
Ooh, I can get some
No!
Oh, just take a train everywhere. You don't need a plane.
No!
You can't put as much in a plane as you can in a train.
It's probably factual, but still.
Put another cargo wagon on it. Oh man, cargo went really slow.
This box is somewhat sorted, right?
It is a little slow, but... you can put magic legs in it, bro. And then you go much faster. What's up, Remy?
This box is somewhat sorted already.
Good.
Otherwise,
Well, again, I had things sorted on my desk, remember?
no.
Remember I had my desk?
No.
It was like full of cards over against this wall.
Sure.
And I was sorting through the cards, trying to get them separated. And we had to use that table for something that your mom needed.
Okay.
So everything got put into these boxes. I have no idea what happened to anything after that.
Okay.
So you might find 3/4 of a deck somewhere, or whatever. Like I said, I know I pulled out 3 Goryo's Vengeances for my own use the other day, and now I can't find them at all.
Oh, so this is the other day now?
Sometime in the last couple of weeks or months, I was... Oh, it could be years. But sometime in the last couple of months, I had pulled out some Goryo's Vengeances for me. and sat them down someplace.
Was this table here by that point, or was the old table?
No,
here?
This was here. This table was not, though.
Right.
So it was before I put this on, and I felt like they were right here, and I can't find them. You bastard! No. You can have whatever you want after I get my cargo planes done.
It was almost done!
Well, guess what? It'll almost be done when I get my cargo planes done.
Red, you distracted me again.
He's already distracting me plenty.
Rarg.
So
All
pretty.
845 mods, you feel dizzy.
I did it, though. I'll be the first set to make enchantment creatures.
Let's look at our numbers. So we're at a measly 82 a minute, 84 a minute blue. We're at 100 green.
Get yellow signs going in so we can get purple.
No! I don't even know what that takes right now.
I'm worried about getting cargo planes and you don't even have magic lights.
I don't even have I don't have fluids on in the network yet, except for petroleum.
Then get some fluids.
Well, I could. I just haven't figured out how to get the. I gotta keep an eye on it, make sure that he doesn't take it any second, any opportunity to hose me. So I could.
At least we got auto trash.
We do have auto trash. That's super handy right now. So how about a boot? Damn it,
What?
technical. I'm gonna stab you in the face holes. All of your little face holes. How come this isn't moving? It's been sitting here this whole time not working. Nice.
What?
This earth thing that I built.
Show me, what is
It's like the Earth, except it's a thing.
If you look at my screen,
it? Is it yet?
you'll see what I'm talking about. Where I'm trying to get this rocks mined up out of the middle of this area.
I see that.
And apparently I did not have that hooked up correctly.
Alright, you can have your silly cargo plane.
Good, because otherwise I'm gonna like figure out a way to make it where you can't change science.
I wish the bots would hurry up and find
They probably don't have enough roboports between you and there to carry that much stuff without exploding.
We're making progress. Only 400 items to go. Out of 1,300.
Nice. Alright, so let's think about this. How would be a good way to get other liquids from the dummy system, like specifically lubricant, out of the dummy system and into the logistics robo network, or the logistics train network?
You want to get into the network?
Lubricant.
Okay. You're gonna move it in cargo trains?
It's got to go somehow in trains. If we don't do it with as a solid, like as in barrels, then we have to do it in liquids, obviously.
As in bottles.
And I'm not sure what's
I would
the...
do it in liquid.
Okay, so if we're gonna do it in a liquid, should we...
Yes.
Well, I think I should put technical in charge of it.
This way he can't destroy your plane.
Well, that, and this way, He's got to deal with it. But I think Connor says do a buffer station. So right now the way we transfer liquids is right here. Right? We have one place we're moving petroleum. Petroleum comes in with the dummy train, unloads till it's empty, which pushes in here. So yeah, to do that we'd have to do one of each liquid. The problem is until this coal is done, we can't really expand the length of the FTL loader zone, the deep storage zone. Again, some of this stuff was not as well thought through as I thought it was when I started building it. I haven't looked at it in a second. Looks like we're having an issue with engines. And the issue with engines is... yeah, it's just time. Getting the engines rebuffered. I mean, there's enough engines. It just needs delivered. Do you have all the trains tied up or something? I don't see any trains sitting any place stuck. Oh, maybe
there's a couple trains of coal, but they shouldn't be getting out.
No, there's something going on over here. Hang on.
Switch it, bullet damage or something, and it doesn't science.
That's fine. Yeah, there's a coal train screwing up the green train here. This coal train wants to... I don't know what it was waiting for, to be honest. Oh, okay. Then yeah, if the...
Let me get out of there for a bit. I've got 95% of the stuff to...
Okay, so now there's a train at the... Oh, also we're missing some bits down there? Let me make a couple of these real fast. Don't run me over, train. Thank you. There we go. So science should kick back into work here in a second. Now it looks like we're out of electric engine units, or electric miners again. That's up here, right?
I did just take like miners from an hour.
Yeah, I'm not using them from there. They're on their way. They're just had to get delivered. I probably need to change them to 2,000 instead of 1,000 of each. So it can have a little bit more of a buffer. Or maybe, yeah, that's probably fine. As long as there's room still. So, sweet. Yeah, if anything, we're actually having a little bit of issue with red science packs now.
So I need to find find a belt balancer for 6. Actually, that should be perfect.
Oh no, does anyone know if Bob's inserters are separate from the rest of Bob's mobs? Can we just run Bob's inserters?
We can run a separate.
Telling you, I miss Bob's inserters a lot. I'm like constantly hitting this pole. Have some bricks. Do it right now below your solar panels line in the petroleum station. Alright, hang on. Let's take a look. So you think we should put the fluids here? So instead of busing them from... So I need another storage, like a liquid storage. That would come out from there. Then we have like a liquid depot right here below it. That could work.
Now where?
So you see where I have the... Hang on, I'll drive over here. I think I'm being chased by a train, so I gotta drive faster. Kind of over... Alright, so you see where I have that blue petroleum, or that green liquid drop?
Yeah, the lubricant.
Yeah, so here, if we were to build another dummy depot, like we have deep storage, but all liquids, and move the petroleum, and then we built another smart depot that provides the liquids right underneath it, and have it come up from this station, maybe. Have that line come north up to that depot area, and then just back down for liquids, and then move all the liquids to that depot.
Space there?
I think so. Because there's really only petroleum and light oil, right? Unless we're going to transfer solid fuel that way. I think I'd rather just make the solid fuel and bust it out as its own solid.
I only moved the petroleum. I wouldn't bother with light.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think we just...
Everything should be necked down to either petroleum or lubricant. There's no other purpose for anything else.
Well,
You get sulfuric acid.
that's petroleum. But so... light oil is the most efficient place to stop and make solid fuel. But I still feel like eventually I want a robo network to just move that solid fuel up to above the north dummy station for in oil, and just have a solid fuel out, and just take the solid fuel down to deep storage and then out to the other network. I think it'll work here. Let me see what I can do real fast. Let's see, what do I need? I need a bunch of iron. Oh, cargo plane finished. You may pick to your heart's content, sir. I'm actually going to switch to a cargo plane. After I go grab a bunch of lube. Now I just have those 4 sciences running. Military, red, green, and blue. I'll start that next one next. Oh, you don't have... Alright, I'll run down here. How is electric engine units? You're missing greens. Is that correct? You got how much lube? Not infinite lube. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm missing a bunch of steel and a submachine gun. Is my car. My trusty companion. Take this crap so I cannot get rid of you. I mean, so I can love you long time, friend. Shu must be here. Everything in the world just lit up. What does it take to make just a few blue cards? Sulfuric acid, which we have some access to. Okay. I'll look at them just trying to bring me all the goodies. They want me to have the things. I want you to give me the things. I haven't looked, but I severely doubt it. No. We are draining the accumulators, though. Is it daytime? Okay. So yeah, we're buzzing downhill pretty quick. It looks like we are on the way back up on solar, so we do make it through the night with our solar as it is. Which is good to know, actually. So I would not have guessed that. Alright. Ooh, all sorts of goodies. Whew. I have to go make Tink Tink again. You're a grown-ass man. You still say tink tink? I do.
We have magic legs. Did I mention that?
I started making some, yeah. Or no, you started...
We also have the power armor. Age of armor.
Oh, you started making stuff somewhere?
No, I sir.
Okay, research-wise. Yeah, I was gonna just glue in some stuff here. Again, just like make a few blues. Blue circuits kind of ad hoc. Over here.
Circle. Argo sign.
So you probably should just use stack inserters for this. Are we in the network here? Did I leave all my roboports laying around somewhere again? I swear, a shoe shows up and I get all screwed up.
Nowhere near you.
I don't think it's your fault. I'm merely saying that I get excited to play with somebody, and then I apparently lose my ability to play Factorio.
Apparently, I'm a mind flayer. I sucked out your brain.
Probably a little bit of that too. Wow, car's basically out of gas too. Alright, well.
I've been running solid fuel tonight.
Yeah, I'm in the process of transitioning here. Alright, where do we want to put our car? In case of a car-related emergency.
Well, that's my car over there. Got no further use for it now that I have a train. My train is purple. No issues train. We have a 6-to-6 lane balance.
A 6-to-6? I have a
Balance.
4-to-6. Don't know if I have a 6-to-6 anywhere.
It was like a good 4 days. Wow. 3-to-3s.
Alright, magic legs. 10 processing units. Did you somehow switch all the poles being made to light poles?
What?
I just, I was over in the Robo Network and I didn't get any.
Probably no poles and probably ran out of copper. Yeah.
It's possible. Oh, let's not fly around without making sure we're full on.
Alright, we're gonna research power.
Okay,
Wow.
sounds good. Yeah, sulfuric acid will be something we'll have to figure out how we want to handle too. I do figure at some point we'll have a lot of these set up with Robo Networks as well. But I just don't want to move all into Robo Networks right away, you know? If we do that, we need to set up for like Angel's Logistics or something. So we can get much better robots for that kind of stuff. How are you guys doing? You guys got plenty of patrol. So I'm always curious, are you streaming your half as well?
Not today. Doesn't take it. Actually, quite often.
How much loot did we grab? Not very bloody much. Give me some more of these barrels back.
Power, power, power. All modular armor.
Woo! Alright, how are we doing? Oh, I didn't give you an exit? Oh, so bad. Oh, you're in there. Big ol' stacks, right? No, not big ol' stacks. We need to make batteries. Bunch of those. There also needs to be like a shift click to go straight into your car inventory if you're in a car. or whatever your vehicle is, you know. A little bit of lube will go a long way.
She said.
Yeah, she did. A few more empty barrels. I'll just transfer a couple more things. Fly over here and grab a bunch of. Actually, I'm gonna put these gears in the car. Fuel plan in the car, bricks in the car. Gonna make the rounds real quick. Oh, let's grab some. Don't take any of that. Put that in the car. Alright. Yep, out of copper. Okay, so now that's taken care of. What do you need? You need greens. You need copper. Keep that stuff running. Grab those. Okay, make one of those. Let's see, do I need to turn on? I probably do need to turn on construction bots again, huh? Whew, unfortunately, tonight's stream's about to end in the most violent and unpleasant way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's subtlety from about to have to make an emergency pit to the restroom.
You gonna go make tickle again?
Well, I have to make tinkle for sure, but the other end is starting to fire up a little.
Hey, that should happen too.
That's what I'm saying. Something apparently did not go the correct way. Alright. Well, I think we'll probably end up doing just a little bit off stream. So I can run to the loo. To the little pilot's room. And I'm going to go park over the... Whoa. Over here. And get these guys going. So, Shu, thanks very much for hanging out. Like I said, we'll probably do some regular stuff. Like, try to get some fluids set up into the network and stuff like that when we come back. Next time, hopefully we'll have that stuff mostly figured out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Twitch.tv/SamusGarobo, YouTube.com/SamusGarobo. If you have a question, tweet me, Twitter.com/SamusGarobo, and we'll see you very soon. Peace. Say goodbye, Shu.
Bye, Shu.